Hi guys, I'm Charlie Kennedy with Vail Daily Live, and we are here at the base of Gondola 1 in Vail Village. Opening day happened yesterday for the 59th season. We're going to bring you weather reports, snow conditions, terrain information, chatting with John LeConte on the hill. You can catch us now, Vail Daily Live.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Live.
We are VDL.
BDL. We are VDL. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Daily Live. My name is Ty Diaz. Opening weekend for the ski season on the slopes, Vail and Breckenridge. If you are just tuning in, maybe tapping into this culture for the very first time, this is a pretty big deal of a weekend. November 13th, that's where we are, day number 2. And thank you for tuning in with us. You can catch us here every morning, and we are certainly here for you beginning at 7:30. Question for you as we begin. It's normally a conversation piece for longtime locals in this winter sport industry. How many days are you planning on getting on the slopes this winter season? 50 total? Is that your skiable days, snowboardable days? 100? Are you going for the big number? How about your vertical feet? All this can be tracked with the Epic Mix app if you're with Vail Resorts, and it becomes a little bit of a competition. It's quite friendly. But with the resort, you also have the opportunity to track your vertical feet, score your pins, and of course keep your bragging rights with you and your friends, maybe the friends that you make out there. And a lot of that content and detail is shared over Opry, which is at the end of the day at the slopes. At the end of the ski season day for you. Yeah, it's pretty much a fun time. But thank you for tuning in with us. We have Charlie over at Vail today, so stay close to us. Some of the events that are happening on Vail Daily Live today. And we also have the updates of the snow report for you. We have John LeConte, who's on the snow, sharing with us the quality of the snow, what can be found, the terrain available at Vail, opening day from yesterday and this weekend. And as we move closer and into the season more, we'll also be receiving, of course, some natural snow to get out there on, and that will also start receiving some expanded terrain. We'll recap for you on today's show how opening day kicked off yesterday. We'll also share with you how to make some cocktails from Root and Flour. They're going to be a special feature today. We'll share with you headlines, what the roads are looking like, what the weather's looking like, checking in with Charlie, and how day 2, if that's you, on the slopes, and for the morning, how that's kicking off for you. But as I made my way into Vail Daily this morning, I noticed the sky conditions, flat light for the start of the day, some clouds overhead. You're probably wondering about any fresh snow received in the past 24 hours. No new snow to report. We did receive at least an inch of snow at Vail in the last 48 hours. And for today, much like yesterday, a slight chance for some sunshine out there, but we're certainly going to hold on to those clouds and the conditions, so stay close to us as we share with you the lens of the day so that you have the proper eyewear while you're out on the slopes for the visibility and your opportunity just to get out there and feel safe on the slopes as well as stylish. But if you won't mind joining us right now, we can go over to Vail right now where Charlie is hanging out. You look comfy and beautiful this morning, bundled up in your winter gear. Charlie, how are you this morning?
I'm great, thanks. Good morning, Ty. How are you doing?
Great, doing great. I would love to be standing where you are right now because that's the location where the energy is felt, how big, it is. Where to see the people, as you're seeing behind you there, we're seeing behind you, making their way to the slopes so early. The lifts open at 9, but aren't you amazed and surprised at the ambition that everyone has this time of the morning to get out there?
Yes, absolutely. It's day 2 here in Vail Village, and there's certainly a slower start to the morning. You see a lot of the employees and ski patrol around, but there are a few guests waiting. Actually, these guys have been here before we got here, so they're really dedicated. And it's kind of cooler start this morning. It's about 34 degrees here in Vail, but they're ready for the 59th season, and apparently up top, which I hope to go after the show today, it looks like a winter scene up there. So it may not feel like winter just yet at the base, but up there apparently it's super snowy and beautiful. So I'm excited to get out there.
You know, the investment that is made to create snow on the mountain, of course, it comes with a huge price tag, but the dedication, even of the team, for snow making, for that to be possible, and for grooming, where Charlie is Gondola 1 at Bridge Street, the top of Bridge Street, and there, that gondola was put in, I would say, just about 10 years ago. I think it was 2012 when they put that in. But taking that gondola ride brings everyone to a location, Charlie, as you know, mid-Vail. People have been dining and enjoying that location for about 50 years. And there at the top of that gondola, that ride itself brings you to about 10,250 feet above sea level. There, that's where that snow is holding, like you're saying, and you can find more of that winter ride conditions for the slopes there. And then Chair 4 is available, which is Ramshorn and Swingsville. Both of those are a mixture of a green-blue run, no beginner terrain available on the slopes over there. But that, Charlie, I'm not sure if you know this, but making your way to the top of Chair 4 brings you just about 11,000 feet. There you could find buffalo and some of the world-famous chili that Buffalo has to offer. What's the crowd looking like where you are?
It's definitely quieter so far this morning, but the lifts don't open until 9 o'clock. They'll be open. Gondola 1 is open 9 till 3:30. So yeah, you would take Gondola 1 up, and then you just walk across the way past Mid-Vail, and you take up Chair 4, and then you have the option of skiing Blue Ramshorn down to Gondola 1, or you can go over to Swingsville, which is a nice green. So you've got a good option there, and then you must download at the end of the day, and then get ready for après that starts at 4 when you hear the bell ring. So that's fun.
You know, Charlie, a big conversation in the winter time, and I bet you most of the folks that are there this start of the morning early just to get out there for that first chair are probably discussing, you know, as usual, how many days they're planning to get themselves on the slopes for the season. Does this happen in your household too with your family? Do you all discuss how many days you're going to get out there each?
Actually, we do not. We just get out as much as we can, and I'm super excited to tell you guys what we can wear on the slopes, as I'm going to bring my 10-month-old son Bowie skiing for the first time.
Oh, wow.
I know it's kind of early, but he's been walking for 2 months, so we're ready. But so we just get as many days as we can in, but we don't need to push for a number. But hey, it's okay if you do. I like the dedication.
Absolutely. So you're watching Vail Daily Live, and of course this opportunity live with us is for you at home viewing to interact with us. We would love for you to do so. We have a chat feature that's available for you that you can do so with Facebook as well as on YouTube. And if you have any conversations, or if you care to share with us how many days you yourself in your friendly competition are planning on getting on the slopes this season. And that, in my opinion, that does include any other ski resort outside of Vail that may make it beyond our closing day, which is April. But who's talking about that really right now? But how many days total? 200 days on the slopes? Are you shooting for that? We would love to chime in and have that conversation with you. You're watching Vail Daily Live. You can share with us, share with your friends, us live by watching us on Roku. You can catch us on Amazon Fire. Like I shared with you, you can watch us on YouTube and Facebook. You can listen to us on Spotify. And we're here every day, and also new for us is, well, being on the show for the wintertime, but you can also watch Vail Daily Live coming up here really soon on Outside Television, Outside TV, Channel 17. You're watching Vail Daily Live. We'll be right back with you shortly to share with you how the weather's looking, as well as what made headlines. We'll be right back.
This weather and mountain report is brought to you by Betteridge, fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
You're watching Vail Daily Live. Ty Diaz here with you right now. No new snow to report for you here at Vail in the last 24 hours, but in the last 48 hours, they called an inch of the natural snow. But what we're looking for on the mountain, a mixture of nature as well as the technology that Vail has invested in to bring us some of the man-made snow where you can find amazing grooming conditions on top of the mountain, Ramshorn and Swingsville available for you. Ramshorn as a run, if you're pulling up Vail Resort's terrain map on your phone or your devices at home, is a mixture of a blue-green run, a lot of fun, amazing views accessed by Chair 4. Swingsville is a green run, but no beginner terrain available on the slopes at this point of the season. If you're on Swingsville and Ramshorn this morning, hopefully you're at, maybe as a skier, snowboarder, a level ability 3-4 where you have the ability to stand on the snow, to do turn shapes, to make controlled stops, to hold your edge, to make turns in general. And of course, the ability to ride a lift safely, to mount and dismount bottom and top of the runs. And then at the end of your day or your experience on the slopes, you'll be making your way back to Gondola 1, where you can download back to Vail Village. But don't miss out on the opportunity to enjoy dining on the slopes as well. But looking at the weather, as you can see, where Charlie also shared with you, we're in the 30s over at Vail for the start of the morning with the cameras up that we just shared with you, I-70 below right there. And looking at the Gore Range, the sky conditions picking up some clouds, flat light, the overcast. Will that last with us for the today? As you can see there, we're going to keep those clouds around throughout the valley. High temperatures will make their way into the mid-40s, but you're looking to chase the storms, chasing the snow. I logged on to snow.com this morning, and that shared with us that we're looking for snow sometime next week in this window of time. What we really need is for, well, moisture to be in our atmosphere heading in this direction, wind to drive it in here, and hopefully sooner. Mother Nature and this area tends to play tricks on us. Anything can happen. This weather forecast, again, it's just a forecast, but could certainly change. But if you're making your way over to the blue box this morning, picking up the newspaper, the Vail Daily, here's what made headlines for Saturday, the 13th of November. The Vail Daily, bringing communities together. And looking at the front page, that photo, which we all look for first, and you'll notice in yellow, that is Cesar. We've known this guy for about 10 years or so, since he was a young guy, getting first cheer every season for the past 10 years. Now, with that in line are some folks that have been standing there for 20, 30 years, getting that first chair opening day of the season. But not that you've missed that opportunity just for opening day to get first chair if you haven't, but every day it is a game to get first chair at any resort. Vail, Beaver Creek, and as you know, Beaver Creek opens in about another week, another 12 days. But again, that front cover, the first skiers and snowboarders break the banner to start the 21-22 season on Vail Mountain yesterday. This is one of the earliest in history for the slopes to open, and the snowmaking also helped that become possible. And we're hearing great things about the terrain out there, and people are heading back out there again this morning. Other topics in today's newspaper, a fresh start at Vail, and we're looking again more at that banner breaking there in these photos on the next page. A2, A3 skiers surprised with ungroomed terrain available on Lukma. So we had John LeConte yesterday who posted some video, he's with the Vail Daily, of what the terrain and the conditions were like on Ramshorn, and we'll play that video here for you shortly. Amazing shouldering powder and amazing face shots can be found out there. About 1 to 2 inches from his video explained, and I'm excited to share that with you. But the groomer terrain is also fantastic. But keep in mind, early season conditions exist on the slopes, so space, not speed. Go slow, save your season. It's not uncommon for those early season injuries to happen from those just becoming a little too ambitious, getting out there, just doing a little too much on opening day and on this terrain where you could be put out for about 6 weeks. And I would say the common injury would be the collarbone. I'm not sure if you all have any friends that have injured themselves before like that or anyone recently. In other topics that made headlines today, the arts and entertainment, Rufus du Sol, the headline Powabunga. This is a huge multi-artist electronic group performance show that's happening at Vail Music Festival. This kicks off from the 9th of December through the 12th. Multi-venue experience, an event that's a good way to kick off the winter season on the slopes with music. And if you look at some of the posters, a huge lineup of artists and talent available for this Powabunga event happening in December. Rufus du Sol, Bob Moses, Vintage Culture, Elderbrook, Channel Tress, LP Giobi, and the list goes on and on. Some very challenging names there, and an extensive lineup featuring artists from all over the globe sharing the latest innovations and accomplishments in electronic music. And those are just some of the things that made headlines in today's newspaper. Be sure to check that out, as well as just looking at the Vail Daily today and noticing the deals for restaurants and everything else that you could find, lodging, you name it. Thank you very much. You are watching Vail Daily Live. Here, what we're going to do, we also would like to thank Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea for making this possible. And you can find their locations in Minturn, as well as their brand new location in Beaver Creek this season, where you can take your coffee to the next level. You can also enjoy beer there, a light snack to rehydrate you, to re-energize and fuel you up when you're making your way out on the slopes. We're going to head back out to where Charlie is at Vail right now, where, as you can see, she's wearing a hat that has that nice little fuzzy ball on top there, and they're cute. I just noticed your Vail Daily logo on your jacket. Who are you wearing, Charlie?
Yes, I'm wearing a nice coat from Skier, and so they were so kind to get us some Vail Daily coats. But yeah, it's definitely chilly this morning. It's about 35 degrees, and bear in mind when you go up the gondola, it's going to be a few degrees cooler up top, so just make sure you guys dress accordingly today. But I'm nice and warm as I am dressed currently.
Skea. Oh, that's a beautiful line of women's clothing and fashion, paired with the beanie and the gloves. You know, wintertime, Charlie, tell me if you do this. You're noticing, you know, how attractive your layering and ensembles coming together. But that's also the thing to do in the wintertime, is to just notice how attractive everyone looks, putting their ideas together for their wear on the slopes. I'm also noticing that your face is covered too, and your neck. So is it that chilly for you out there? We all tend to respond to the temperatures differently. How's it feel to you?
We certainly do, yes. And I feel I run on the cooler side, so I feel the cold perhaps more than others. But so around 35 degrees currently, I'm wearing my base layer long pants, which usually I just wear long workout pants, but you can wear thermals, which is probably a good idea. And then I wear a thermal base layer on top, and then I always wear a fleece layer. You want to make sure that your base layer is not really cotton. You want to make sure it's wicking that moisture from your skin. Otherwise, you'll just keep cool all day and feel that chill. So I wear that nice base layer that's not cotton. I wear a nice fleece, and then I wear my ski jacket, which actually this jacket's perfect. That I'm going to wear that up the mountain today. So I do have my ski pants ready to go. I don't have them on currently, but I will be putting those on. And then for my child, who's only 10 months, he currently wears some long base layers, usually thermal, and then I always put a fleece layer on underneath. And then he wears a big bunting snowsuit. Patagonia have some great ones. I like the all-in-ones for the babies, but the toddlers, they can wear their two-piece ski suits. I would make sure that the ski jacket is kind of long, covering their bottoms, maybe a bit of their legs. It just helps keep them a bit warmer. So
you're describing the cutest situation right now as a new parent and for little ones, and that's one of the coolest things to see out on the slopes are the little ones, just like yours, learning to walk for the first time and just putting winter sports right there behind it. And for layering up, we look forward to seeing what you and your family look like dressed for the slopes out there. And you are planning on going today.
I am, not with my son, unfortunately, but I will be hopefully taking a run. Hopefully we'll be catching John LeConte on the hill. I'll be skiing with him, but we'll see. But yeah, dress accordingly. But it is about how you look too, I think. So there's plenty of options to dress right and look great. Especially if you're heading to Après after, you want to look good. So there's loads of stores around Vail you can get some great clothing from, so check it out.
Day 2 for the slopes, opening day weekend at Vail, and Charlie's looking fantastic this morning. She's certainly described how her little one's going to be dressed out on the slopes too, hopefully giving you ideas for how you and your family should dress for the day. But if you feel like putting that crazy costume on, we look for that as well. Yesterday, I think we had, what was there, like some warriors out on the slopes or something yesterday, and some really cool costumes. I look for the giant penguins out on the slopes. Do you have that costume? Maybe the sumo wrestler, that's a fun one too. And so it's a celebration weekend, and we look forward to seeing you on the show. And with that said, how's the roads looking? What's your commute looking like for this morning? Looking outside of the Vail Daily window, and for the weekend, usually we find that weekend warrior traffic making its way from the Front Range into the mountains. And as we can see here, a little bit of traffic, medium to low, Dry conditions, as you can see, from Copper Mountain Vail Pass, both east and westbound. Some shouldering snow there. Looking at the cameras themselves, picking up a little bit of debris. Hopefully you've topped your solutions off in your car to protect your windshield in case any debris makes contact with your windshield so that you have safe visibility. But keep in mind winter driving conditions, tires that you need, getting prepared for winter driving. We're there. We've certainly, as you can see, looking at the interstate, some snow there. We certainly had some winter snow developing on the shoulders, on the roadways, which could create for hazards for drivers if you're not prepared for winter driving. So log on to cotrip.org, get your winter driving tips from there, and while you're there, sign up for alerts to be sent to your devices, your phone, letting you know how the roads are looking, if there's an accident, if there's closures, detours, and of course, just being prepared and keeping a regular relationship there. And as you notice what we're sharing with you, the cameras of the interstate, you can also look at the cameras so that you know how things are looking before you go. It's always good to have a plan and be prepared ahead. And again, that's a look at your traffic and your roads for this morning, for your commute, and keep an eye on that for you and your family and your loved ones, especially with the holidays ahead. You're watching Vail Daily Live. When we come back, we're going to be sharing an interview that Tricia Swenson had with a Vail Resorts employee, letting you know things to look forward to this season.
Nap Harvest is your marketplace for locally sourced products like seasonal organic produce, meats, cheeses, eggs, milk, freshly delivered breads, flowers, and gifts. Thanksgiving is here, so let Nap Harvest provide you with harvest decor, ingredients, meal planning and prep, and special touches for your holiday feast. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week in Eagle Ranch.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carriage Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years. Now to give you another look at the weather for your today, that is the 13th of November, Saturday. The weekend is here, but opening weekend for Vail and Breckenridge. But looking around the state weather-wise, we're all really excited for snow. We're all really excited for the terrain. And when are we expecting it to arrive? Well, I logged on to snow.com, checked out the weather there. They're looking at 1 week from today where we could find the snowstorms or some precipitation moving into the region. Looking more north of us, picking up some clouds today, sunshine as well, but temperatures in the mid to lower 50s. Looking more east of us and north, we're looking for the mid to upper 60s as well. Sunshine around the state of Colorado. South of us, drier conditions. Durango picking up the mid 60s. Gunnison in the mid 50s along the I-70 corridor for you today. Keeping those clouds with us. Spotty chances for sunshine. High temperatures throughout your drive depending on where you are in elevation and your trek. The mid to upper 30s, low 40s. Picking up the mid to upper 40s. In areas. And as for this area, I mean, the flat light that's out there, great for photography if you're doing any of that. The terrain that's available for you while you're out in today on the slopes at Vail, Ramshorn, and Swingsville, we're going to have that wind chill with you at times. And as you notice the way Charlie is dressed, there's some layers that are there to protect her face. She has the cute beanie to cover her head. And eyewear, you're going to need that as well while you're out there, keeping an eye on your little ones too. And those warm protective layers for your legs, your snow pants, the boots that you need. Be sure to retighten your gear while you're out there, but give space while you're out there with others on the slopes, and just take your time and enjoy the weather that we're receiving opening day weekend, the conditions there as well. But things are looking really good and comfortable for the start of the weekend weather-wise on the slopes. But again, looking for that snow to arrive here. We're looking in 1 week, but these next couple of days, as well as today, staying within this range of a mixture of clouds and sunshine and temperatures in the mid to upper 30s, low 40s. Going to go back out to where Charlie is right now, see how things are shaping up over at Vail, and she's making friends. Good morning, Charlie. Who do you have with you?
Good morning, Ty. Yes, made some friends. We've got Caitlin, Mark, and Stephen here. These guys are catching that first chair this morning, or the first gondola. Hey, what time have you guys been here since?
Since 7:30 about.
You guys are dedicated. I know it's second day here of the season, and you guys have your skis ready to go. Hey, what were you in line yesterday? Did you get first chair? Close to?
Close to.
Close to?
Not first chair.
So today you woke up and you're like, we're going to go get that first chair.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And what are you most excited about this season?
Just being outside with friends, hopefully skiing a lot of cow and having good times.
Well, apparently it looks just like winter up there. I know it might not feel it quite down here at the base, but once you get up there, it's super snowy and beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for being her bodyguards. These are her bodyguards. Have a great day.
All right, this is fun. Getting the first chair. Is this their first time doing first chair? They look like veterans to me. I mean, they already have their warm cup of beverage
Not
there.
their first time. Do you do this every time? You try and get the first chair?
Yeah.
So
First chair,
we can.
second day.
First chair, second day. I mean, they've made it. They are dedicated. They got here, I think, before we got here. I was watching you guys set up, so they have dedication. I love it. Awesome.
How would they describe the conditions on the slopes yesterday? What did they find?
What did you find yesterday?
Really good products.
Yeah?
Full coverage on the runs that are open and some natural snow. So really good.
Amazing. Bit of powder up there.
Little bit.
Little bit. Love it so much. That's awesome. Are you guys going to ski all day until 3:30 today?
I probably won't, but
No.
get some nice turns in first thing.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, you guys are the only guys in line. Can you believe that? Who knows? They might be the only ones on the mountain. We'll see. But you got that first chair, and that's so exciting. I'm kind of jealous.
You know, considering the season that we had last year and all the precautions that we took due to COVID-19, even the lift lines were redesigned for everyone's safety and protection. But it's really nice that as we're moving back to getting back to normal, even with this experience that we're back to normal maze lines, lift lines there, but even for the second day, not much of a line just yet. And as Charlie shared with you for this morning, and until the times change for lift opens, we're looking at 9 a.m. For your experience to begin as far as letting people on the chairlift and the gondola. Gondola 1, that's where Charlie's broadcasting from over at Vail, top of Bridge Street, and there's space for you to get out there this morning too before 9 o'clock. You know, Tricia Swenson had the opportunity to speak with a Vail Resorts employee yesterday, Chloe Elliott, to let us know what to look forward to at Vail this season. Let's take a listen in.
Here we are. We have Chloe Elliott with us, and she's with Vail Mountain to let us know the scoop on opening day. And this is so exciting because Vail Mountain is opening earlier than I can remember. We did find something in the old Vail Trail newspaper, 1971. They opened on November 12th, way back when.
Oh my goodness, yes. We are so excited to open up earlier than normal this year, thanks to our world-class snowmaking system and wonderful groomers, and with the help of Mother Nature, 35 inches of natural snowfall. We're opening up with 80 acres of terrain.
Well, and that is pretty good, you know, considering it's been a little warm. We haven't had as much help from Mother Nature, but your snowmaking crews and this new snowmaking system is really poised to allow us to get skiing and riding going.
Yes. We did a huge investment back in 2019, and we're able to make more snow on our terrain than ever before. And so when those temperatures are right, we've got that wet bulb in place. We're able to blow snow and really come up with a consistent terrain offering pre-Thanksgiving every year.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to load people out of Gondola 1. Lion's Head is not open. Sometimes people think, oh, which one should I go to? Not the case this year. We're bringing it all to Vail Village, and we're going to go up from Gondola 1, and then we have Chair 4 open for everyone.
I swear, you could do my job, Trisha. Yes, so Chair 4, that'll be the place to get to the magic. We have Swingsville and Ramshorn offering today. So you'll load up on Gondola 1 and download when you're done enjoying the day, and Chair 4 will be the way to access all of that.
Okay, and if you are hungry, well, if you get here early enough, there is going to be some little snacks. Tell us what we have offered this morning.
Yes, exactly. So this morning we'll have some complimentary burritos, hot chocolate, and coffee. But also if you want to grab a bite to eat, we'll have Mid-Vail Express Lift right behind us and Buffalo's offering food today.
Okay, yep. So you can hop into Buffalo's. Now, we want to remind people of what's going on with COVID protocols. If you're going inside, what's going to be happening with the lines. What are we doing this year?
Yep, of course. So safety is always our top priority. We want to keep our guests, employees, and community safe. So masks indoors. Time to dine at our cafeteria style venue. So for today, that would be Mid-Vail. Face masks indoors will be no longer requiring reservations to come ski and ride. So we do have that ability this year. And we're just trying to keep everyone safe.
Yeah, and in the lift lines, you don't need the mask, and you're going to have your mazes at full capacity this year.
Yes, we will. Yes, we're thrilled to be back at full capacity. We'll be able to get skiers and riders up on hill more quickly. It should be a good time. One more thing with those COVID protocols at our cafeteria-style dining establishments, you'll need to show proof of COVID-19 vaccination. So super easy to do so through either the physical card, a photo on your phone, or like the My Colorado app. So you got a lot of options.
Okay, perfect. And then at the end of the day, we're kicking off Après Ski, which means after skiing, it's just a tradition. It's I call skiing just the vehicle to get you to Après, but we're going to have a party down here at Express Lift.
Yes, we are. So I say, memories are made on hill and they're reminisced about during Vail Après. So we have our friends at Cutwater Spirits doing the official opera at 2 o'clock right behind us, but also we have the return of Vail Opera every day.
Yes.
So we're calling it the biggest opening season here in Colorado, and that's thanks to Reveille Vail, Snow Days, Powabunga, and that daily Vail Opera.
Yeah, when you hear the bells at 4 o'clock, it means ding, it's time to go and get a drink and an appetizer, listen to some music. And I like you say that that's where the memories are made. I say that's where the exaggerations are made. That's when you say, oh yeah, the jump I made was this high, and it gets bigger and bigger after the amount of beers that you had.
Yes, I'd say that's right. That definitely helps you tell your stories with a little bit more color.
Tall tales.
Yeah,
like
tall
fish tales. Okay, well, Chloe, anything else for this winter that we should look forward to?
Oh my gosh, we have so much stuff. I'd say first and foremost, we have the Avanti Skills Zone Avanti Performance Center over on the Avanti Express Lift, Chair 2. So check that out if you're in a lesson this year. It'll be an amazing place to progress your skills. It's an indoor and an outdoor experience combined, so wonderful asset to our ski and ride school. And then we also, when you're up top at Chair 4, we have a reimagined Henry's Hut, so new and expanded deck. You can sit outside, grab a bite to eat from Buffalo's, and if you're lucky, you'll get to see the avalanche dogs from Dogtown.
Oh, I love it! I love it! Oh my gosh! I'm so excited for everything. One more thing, when more terrain opens, and that will happen, we're going to be getting snow. They're making more snow. What's the best way we can find out about that?
Go to Vail.com. We have our snow report every day, and we will be updating people, Vail.com, and our social media. So stay tuned.
Okay, all right. I could talk to you all morning, but we got to take it back to the studio. Okay, Chloe, thanks so much for your time today.
Of course. Thanks, Trisha. Okay. Good to see you.
And that's how opening day kicked off yesterday at Vail. Some of the topics and delicious bites that went with their morning, the rope drop, and day one of our winter season on Vail Mountain. That was Trisha Swenson with Chloe Elliott. And I've been thinking about those burritos the entire time. We just need to get burritos here. Maybe just breakfast every morning. And how do you fuel up for your day? Is it coffee? Is it cocoa? Do you look out for yourself? Do you prepare for the entire household? And do you leave as a team? Whether you're a skier or a snowboarder, or not. If you're making your way out to the slopes, I mean, it's always good to have a plan. Maybe it's you managing the reservations where you're going to meet and dine at some point in the day. For me, I know that when the ski season opens, it's not that I always make my way to the slopes and jump in line and go for the terrain. Sometimes I just go for that christening beer and just be a part of the experience. And depending on where the terrain and drops off in region of where the location is, where I'm grabbing that beer and food with friends, just watching everyone else come down, observing the terrain, getting a plan. And if you're new to the area, it's also good to just walk around town, bundled up anyway, and learning your way around Vail, and when Beaver Creek opens, learning your way around Beaver Creek, or even play a bigger game if you are one to go after the slopes. And as we do have Breckenridge open with under the Vail Resorts products, and Keystone as well, how many resorts are you planning to hit in a single day? Yeah, that's a thing as well. Some people call it the Mountain Challenge, the 5 Mountain Challenge. We're here, we have Copper Mountain as well as Arapahoe Basin. So, I mean, whether you have a multi-pass for multi-resorts, just kind of get the whole experience and share with your bragging rights with us on Vail Daily Live. We look forward to hearing from you. What we're going to do right now is go back out to where Charlie is at Vail to learn a little bit more about what's happening for the start of the morning. 1 hour from now is when the gondola starts to open for you as a passenger to get up there and enjoy the slopes. Charlie, how's it looking now?
Oh, there are a few more people coming out of bed and in the village right now. I mean, you see a lot of families walking around and checking out the gondola line, which is back to full capacity, which is super exciting. We've still got the guys on first chair this morning and nobody else so far. However, there is still some time until the gondola opens at 9 o'clock this morning. But hey, I wanted to tell you guys, next season, super exciting. For the 2022-23 season, we're going to have this new sundown lift coming. It's next to High Noon Express, and that's going to be taking you all the way up to the top, close to Chair 3 and Chair 7. So that's super exciting. And then also in Game Creek, they are upgrading their high-speed 6-person lift will replace that 4-person lift. So they're hoping to increase capacity by nearly 50%. So, Vail, we're always evolving. There's always something new. So that's super exciting.
That is, for years of riding Vail Mountain and hitting the back bowls. If I'm not mistaken, I believe there's 7 bowls back there, and sometimes we're just looking for better access points to drop in, having a better plan, avoiding the crowds, the people that choose that popular route. This is definitely one to take advantage of right there. Thank you for sharing that detail. And so, when you first learned to ski, how old were you, Charlie?
I was about 5 years old. My parents used to take us on family ski trips. We always went to France. So I grew up skiing the Alps. And this just feels like the Alps to me. I especially love the architecture. I feel right at home with all of this. It's very European. So Vail is special to me. That's why I came here, and I'm still here later. And I feel like we're never going to leave. And that's okay. So now my son is here. You know, I heard that's how it goes, so yeah.
It is how it goes. We thank you very much, Charlie, and even here at Vail, learning at a very young age and returning every year for many seasons in a row. This is a place where other families who have started their families in a ski culture together, where they also return and meet each other. You're watching Vail Daily Live. We'll be right back.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
Look your best with fashions from the outlets at Silverthorne. Mountains of brands to suit your style with savings up to 70% off every day. Don't forget to pick up a VIP savings card from the Colorado Welcome Center for even more discounts. Become an Elite Rewards member and earn amazing gifts. Outlets at Silverthorne, located 30 minutes east of Vail, exit 205 on I-70.
This weather and mountain report is brought to you by Liv Sotheby International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
You're watching Vail Daily Live. Ty Diaz with you now for Saturday, the 13th of November, opening day weekend, day 2. If you're heading to the slopes, are you counting? Are you planning on counting how many days you hit the slopes for the season? And if you're going out today, that would be 2. And then we tend to lose count after that, unless you're following along in your Epic Mix app and so staying close to that, you and your friends kind of sticking with your tradition of bragging rights there. Looking outside of the Vail Daily window, our location, Eagle Vale Highway 6, seeing a little bit of sunshine on the trees there and in that drive along I-70 for the start of the morning. If you're heading out there, if any friends are heading out there as well, we're talking about topping your solutions off to keep your windshield clear and clean because of debris like snow and dirt for this time of year, but also visibility when you're in the sunshine like this doing that drive. Definitely keep in mind wildlife still running around out there. Be safe for that drive. But weather-wise, starting the morning off in the 30s, that's where Charlie is at Vail outside and bundled up nicely, looking the part for the slopes in that beautiful Skea and with the Vail Daily Live logo on there. And she was standing in the shade. And when you look at the weather, you also want to consider the wind chill factor when you're layering up getting out there today. So 33, the wind gust at times, but the wind chill factor, minus 14 miles per hour, could reduce your temperature in feels, and right there it says feels 27 versus at 33. But for the weather today, as you can see, keeping a mixture of clouds and sunshine in the forecast for today as well. High temperatures, mid to upper 40s, and it looks like we're going to be trending in this way up and down the valley in Vail if you're spending the week with us here. We're looking like we're staying in that range for the entire week. And then chances for snow, we're looking at Friday, Saturday next week. But, of course, that certainly could change. But for the start of the morning, giving you a look at this camera, just over on the north side of the highway at Vail, looking at I-70. There you have a really good view of Lion's Head, the terrain there. You can see Golden Peak off in the background. Looking at that sky conditions, the mountains meeting the sky, clouds, flat-like conditions. Looking at noticing traffic there as well, medium to low for the weekend. But as far as public transportation, it's free at Vail, the in-town buses and everything, and it's waiting for you to access. But also notice on the buses, if there are COVID-19 mask requirements, let's all be friendly and observe those and respectful of each other, and certainly get out and enjoy the day. But let's look at your weather for now. What we're going to do is give you a look at John LeConte's video from yesterday on the slopes. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, his opening day video.
Yes, you're going to love this. This is a video from On the Hill with John LeConte opening day at Vail yesterday. Let's take a look.
Hello and welcome to the Vail Dailies on the Hill. It is the 12th of November, opening day, and among one of the earliest opening days that Vail has ever enjoyed. We're on Ramshorn right now. What a nice surface. Just the slightest little bit of fresh snow. Oh yeah, right here. It's a tiny bit of fresh snow. Whew. To blend in with the man-made surface that Vail has here. And we even have some sunshine as well. Can't beat that. Oh yeah. So we're on the Ramshorn side right now, but Swingsville is also open. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that's definitely an inch or two of fresh snow on top of this man-made surface that's been knocked down. And here's what I was eyeing from the lift here. Oh yeah. All right. Okay, so more than. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. 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 Oh yeah. So more than just Ramshorn and Swingsville. That little side cut of Brookmog. Yeah, these little side stacks are open. So there's some good terrain out here today. We have chair 4 running, 6-pack. To get here you gotta take gondola 1, so there really isn't any lines yet to speak of on the 6-pack. And hopefully you can hear me loud and clear this year. No face mask, and also, sorry, in the middle of the report. And also a new microphone on the camera. So I'll be back doing some On the Hills again this season. Thanks to Ross Leonhardt for filling in the last few seasons. He has moved on to pursue his true calling as a public relations person for Vail Valley Foundation. Congrats to Ross. In that time I was able to focus on news a little more, and we're gonna kind of be doing both this year. Oh, and here's a classic. Hey, Cesar! Cesar, wave to the folks at home.
Oh, hey, John.
Yeah.
Dude, that snow is surprisingly good right now.
Yeah, no, I know. The Lukma little stash.
Yeah, there's that little stash right in there, dude.
Yeah.
I just got myself a little face shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Fun?
Okay, thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll be out this season some more. I'll be out doing On the Hills, so I hope you join me. For now, it's John LeConte signing off for the Vail Daily, and we'll see you tomorrow.
It looks like he was having a lot of fun out there. Those are the conditions opening day over at Vail, and the rope drop was early yesterday, or the banner break up there on the slopes available for you if you're just tuning in to the show at Vail. The runs in the terrain that's available for you are on top of the mountain above 10,000 feet. Ramshorn, Swingsville, a mixture of blue-green terrain, and that was John LeConte. He was on Ramshorn, as you can see. Amazing, fantastic conditions and or product as it was described by a guest that Charlie spoke to this morning. A mixture of groomed meets ungroomed, but stay on the terrain that's available for you. You don't want to lose your privileges with your pass. Be sure to pay attention and reading all posted signs and warnings, and also the staff that are out there, they're there for you as well, even if you need help. Just kind of read the mountain, know where the emergency phones are. Notice the direction that they're sending you. You don't want to cut ropes. You're out there on the slopes. Day 2 today at Vail Mountain, a mixture of nature and man-made stuff. Snow, it is the early season conditions that exists out there, and but get out and celebrate with us. And you don't have to do a full day of runs, maybe just get that one. And if you're not a skier boarder, then still get out there and choose a meeting location and sharing the merriment with everyone that did make it out there from your group for the day. But here to tell us more about the conditions out there and what to expect, Charlie is with John LeConte right now. And John, Charlie, the face shots yesterday. Okay, let's just go into talking with you guys. What's going on there?
Yeah, I'm here with John LeConte, and he's a Vail Daily reporter, and thank you so much for that video. I mean, that certainly got me super excited to get out on the hill today since I couldn't make it yesterday. Hey John, this is among one of the earliest openings Vail has had in a while, and so tell us a bit about your day yesterday and the conditions, what they were like.
Well, yeah, being an early opening, I think a lot of people were expecting to find just purely man-made snow, and slight correction to Ty there. That was actually South Lukma part of that, that I think we were thinking is, just only Ramshorn, because Vail had announced Ramshorn and Swingsville would be the two runs, but the ungroomed part over there was that face of Lukma that they used to have, mogul competitions and stuff on back in the day, McConkey days, and I think when people got there and saw ungroomed terrain available on a run that hadn't been announced, it was pretty exciting, and of course, being one of the first ones through it, I was able to get the fresh tracks. And you heard my homie at the end there say he got a face shot. I did too. And yeah, it's really no feeling like it on a brisk morning like that, that snow in your face.
It's super exciting. And tell us, what are you looking forward to most this season?
Well, I mean, you never really quite know what you're gonna get. I think back to 2018-19. They opened the hill a few days early, and most of the lifts were running on the front side. And on opening day, both parking structures had filled, and there were a lot of cars on the frontage road. So contrast that with yesterday. It was very mild. There were no cars on the frontage road. There was no large crowds, and so I always hope for a season like 2018-19 where everyone wants good conditions. I think what you really hope for is the good conditions to come early. That is these huge years that get, close to 60 million skier days in the U.S. Always those years, when you have those record skier days, always those years start, the conditions are good early.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of those big seasons with a lot of skier visits come from. And of course, the more of those big seasons you get, the more that the resorts are justified in doing terrain expansions and things like that. Yeah. So we've seen a lot of that go on. So, 18-19, 60 million skier visits in the U.S.
Yeah.
That kind of set the stage for some of the expansions we're seeing now at Beaver Creek this season and Keystone. And so, yeah, I mean, I think as a skier, you're always hoping for those good conditions to come early, and then as a ski area operator, I think they're also hoping for the same. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you said it was a mild day yesterday in terms of crowd, which is awesome if you want to have that good terrain and be that first person out there. I mean, you're so lucky. And the structure wasn't full, the parking structure. And so tell us, is there any inside scoop you can give us about the mountain?
Well, you're downloading right now. So you ride the lift up. So Ty said, yeah, if you just want to get out for one run, go for it. Yeah. Well, Ty, if you're only going out for one run, you're riding the gondola up, 10, 15 minutes, taking your one run, then riding it back down. So, I mean, I would offer some contrasting advice, a contrarian take there that, yeah, if you're planning on coming out and riding these lifts up and down, I would actually plan on doing a few runs, you know what I mean? So you got to kind of plan for that. But I think the other kind of insider scoop to look for is just like yesterday. We were expecting to find Swingsville and Ramshorn open, and then we also saw Lukma was open. So throughout the next few weeks, this is going to continue to happen where there's going to be surprise runs that open that aren't necessarily on that morning's grooming report, especially the ungroomed stuff. And so you got to kind of keep your eyes open as you ride in the lift and look for the new openings.
Wait and see. I mean, hopefully we'll catch you on the hill later today, and so maybe you can show us anything new that happened and developed with the openings on the mountain today. Who knows? And also your video, it just looks pure winter up there.
Yeah.
It might not feel it or look it down here at the base, but once you get up there, it
Oh,
feels
yeah.
the middle of the season.
Yeah, you're 2,000 feet up there, and no one. I live in Vail and get a view of most of the mountain from where I live, but no one really can see Mid-Vail from it's tucked in there, so you just never really know what it's gonna look like. Even if you think you're looking at it from the frontage road or wherever, you can't really see that little cove.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, your video just did it for me. It got me excited. It made me feel like I was in the middle of the season, and I can't wait to get up there. Tell us what's your favorite spots on the mountain, local spots.
Well, I can't. I'm sorry, that's against the code. But no, I'll tell you some runs that I like that are on the trail map. I take in the morning, if I'm going to try to get back to the Bag Bowls quickly, I take chair 6. I get off at the first stop. I go straight down to chair 10. Now I'm getting on chair 10, and I can see the person I was riding with in his yellow jacket still on chair 6. So I know that, I'm already on chair 10 now before they've even gotten off at chair 6. There's no way that that's not faster to do that. But then you're on chair 10, take that to chair 14, and in 30 minutes of lift riding, you're already to China Bowl. So that's a much faster way to access the mountain, and it's never crowded over there, so I don't mind sharing that little tip.
That is huge advice and tips. I love it. Thank you, John. Are you sure you wanted to share that this morning?
I learned that from Dr. Fred Distelhorst, who, he's I covered his 80th birthday party where he did a Daffy, got serious air. And so, when you got old timers like that sharing secrets with you, he was friends with my grandmother. You kind of have a duty to, pass some of that knowledge along. So.
Well, who'd have known? I mean, thank you. That is amazing. Thanks,
hey, let me just say one more thing. Ty, sorry, I felt maybe I was being a little hard on Ty there. I offered a contrarian take, and then I did a correction. So
I think he wouldn't mind
nothing
that.
Personal.
I guess you're talking about the South Lookma comment. All I know is John LeConte is giving away a local's best kept secrets on how to get on the mountain faster and to avoid the crowds, which no one does. No one does that. But Vail, thank you guys very much. Vail is looking like a best kept secret for the opening weekend. As Charlie described, there's plenty of parking, low crowds, the terrain's available for you, and thank you, John, for the footage from on the hill. As you can see, there was plenty of space out there. He found the powder stashes, and I'll give a local secret away too. When you're on the mountain and you ride along the shoulder like John did in that video, that's where the snow gets pushed off from the middle off to the sides. You can find that softer snow, and you'll find some of that rider, skier, border developed powder where you can get those face shots like he did in that video there. And if you're heading out on the mountain, one of the many questions that Charlie asked John was, where does he go for this or for that? Where do you go at the end of the day on the mountain? Do you head straight home and do operate there, or do you stay out in public? We'd like to know where at Vail is your favorite spot for operate at the end of the day. What we're going to do right now is kind of share with you a little bit more of what happened opening day yesterday. It is opening day weekend. If you're just tuning in, this is day number 2, maybe for you on the slopes heading out there. But some people share with us their photos from opening day. Let's take a look. And as you can see, the same image from the newspaper today, front cover, we can see the people that made first chair. And of that group, they've been making first chair for years, both Vail and Beaver Creek. But it's also a good time. The staff, they're also on hand. Brilliant colors out there. And walk up to Ski Patrol, talk to them, find out what they are about. Kind of strengthen your knowledge about snowboarder skier responsibility while you are out on the slopes. Take pictures with them and their Ski Patrol, the pets, the little puppies and the dogs that are out there too. Learn a little bit more about their availability. But the views are fantastic, and as you can also see from this image here, at the gondola, notice the product, the snowboards, the skis, they're on the ground in people's hands. Yeah, because you're going to walk into the gondola car and ride up, whereas if you're making your way to a chairlift, you keep the equipment on. So those are some of the cool things to look forward to and to learn about, especially if you're new to winter sports on the slopes. Fantastic views, as you can see, those making the way to chair 4, which is a 6-passenger chair that brings you to the top of the Buffaloes region. There's a restaurant there, dropping into your option of Ramshorn, or Swingsville. But from these shots, a lot of explosive face shots out there. Man, the snow and the terrain looks fantastic. Again, early season conditions exist out there. 2 runs available for you to get onto the snow, on and off. So go slow, save your season, responsibly get out there and ride, but certainly enjoy the terrain while you're out there. These photos are shared from Chris Dillman, as you can see right there. You're watching Vail Daily Live. How are you planning on fueling up for the day? How are you planning on enjoying the day? Meredith was out on the slopes, and she would like to share with you her time on opening day. Let's take a look at her video.
It's official, Vail Mountain is open.
This is gondola car number 50. It's in honor of Vail's 50th anniversary, which was in 2012. Vail is celebrating 59 years this year. You guys, I don't see the gear on. What are you doing up here?
Well, we're just checking it out, and we're going to have to run back and get our boots and our skis because there's nobody here yet.
It's much better than I thought, so it's beautiful.
I know. So what do you love best about Vail? If you split your time between Florida and here, life ain't too bad.
It's not too bad. We love it all. We love hiking. We like skiing. There's not much not to like.
I know. Okay, what's your favorite run on Vail Mountain?
North Star.
Okay, how about you, Debbie?
Oh, Reva, like everyone else.
I like everybody else. Reva actually won our Best of the Vail Valley, Reva Christmas and Reva Ridge. But thanks for coming up. So we might see you later?
Yes.
With ski gear on?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Greg and Debbie coming out for opening day. We are here with the very own Pete Seibert. He came out to ski today. You never know who you're going to find on opening day, right, Pete?
That's right. Everybody's got to get out. This is unbelievable. This is so cool.
I think people have been saying when they're getting up here, they can't believe how much it looks like winter.
It is winter. This is the first day of ski season. Everybody should get out, but it looks like very few people have. So if somebody's watching, they should get out here now.
I know. So we're going to be open. What's your favorite run on Vail Mountain? You've skied it all. Pete Seibert's dad, of course, Pete Sr., founded this mountain. You've skied this all your life. What's your favorite run?
Reva's my favorite. Run on the front side, back side, I don't know. Right side to Après Vous is awfully good.
Okay, all right. Take it from Pete. He knows. And congrats on your recent win in the election.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I want to say thank you to everybody who voted for me, and thanks to everybody who got out. We had a record turnout.
I know. Okay, perfect. Well, hey, we had a great turnout today. Mayor Dave Chapin was out earlier, so you're all in good company. All right, we are catching up with the first chair crew, and we've got Cesar and his crew. What do you guys think? Was it worth coming out at 3 p.m. yesterday?
Of course, it's always worth it. We got a little bit of a surprise on the side of Ramshorn. There's some powder left over, so yeah, it was really nice.
How did it feel?
It felt great. It felt great to get some fresh snow under the skis again.
Well, and how does it feel to get back in the gear? Like, are you like, is it just like you were just out here, or your feet hurt? What's going on?
It feels fantastic, to be honest. I've got warmed up at Keystone, so my boots are already broken in.
Oh yeah, did you get first year at Keystone?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of your thing. How long is this going to be going on?
You know, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see as long as I can go, I'm imagining.
just like riding a bicycle.
That was great. Super fun. Great coverage up there. Thank you about snowmaking, ski patrol, everyone that's opened up our mountain.
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated savings. We're just 30 minutes away from the lifts open on Vail Mountain. If you're planning on making your way out there, weather-wise, here's what to expect. Looking outside of the Vail Daily Studios windows, we're seeing that sunshine here this morning for this start of the day. The chillier temperatures for the morning as well. Charlie is broadcasting from Vail today, and she describes and shares with us the feels of the mid-20s. Though temperatures are in the 30s, be sure to bundle up and dress for the weather today, not just for fashion and for style, but also in feels. When you're moving out there on the slopes, you're picking up that wind chill as well. So be sure to protect your face, your neck, your throat, your esophagus for breathing, and your chest especially. But also early season conditions exist while you're out on the slopes today, enjoying the sunshine with the passing clouds mid to upper 40s, space, not speed, and just take in the day. And of course, wear sunscreen always. And with the sunshine there, or even just the snow, have your eyewear as well. There's a thing called snow blindness, and we'll educate you on that. So you definitely want to have the proper eyewear so that you're not suffering from those conditions where your eyes and that bright snow meets right there. But it's going to be a gorgeous day. Overnight temperatures will be in the 30s again, and Vail Daily Live will be with you tomorrow morning, sharing with you all this detail as well. But not before we share with you today's lens of the day, brought to you by Eyepieces, the art of vision. Today I've selected the Anons Women's WM1, and as you can see here, reading the description about this goggles today, the frame is called Blush. The frame is called Blush, and the lens is called Perceive Cloudy Pink. And there's also a bonus lens that comes with your goggles today from Eyepieces of Vail. But you also notice that it brings to you, it looks like a bag that could also double as, oh yeah, this is actually a neck gaiter. This is fun. So you can actually pull this over your face here. There's a breathable space there. A lot of smart, fun technology that goes with your products that you can find at Eyepieces today. They can also do prescriptions for your goggles if you would care to have that. And stop by Eyepieces with numerous locations around the Vail Valley, from Riverwalk at Edwards, Lions Head, as well as Vail Village, and their new sports store of Eyepieces at Sound and Elp at Vail. But the lens of the day today from Eyepieces of Vail, it is the WM1 Anon Women's Lens in the rose and the pink. We're going to do right now, as we're wrapping up Vail Daily Live this morning, we thank you for tuning in, checking in with Charlie one more time, and just seeing how the morning is developing with the crowds and the friends that you've made. Charlie, what's going on now? I'm seeing a huge development. Who have you met?
Absolutely, the lift line is picking up, Ty. It's exciting here in the Vail Village, and Colton, he's from just outside Denver, and yesterday he told me he had school and couldn't make it up. So day one for Colton today. That's awesome. Are you excited?
So excited.
Yeah? What are you most excited about?
Just getting on the mountain, first day of the season for me.
Amazing. Is it your first day too?
Yeah.
Awesome. You guys have a great day. And then you guys, where are you guys from?
Avon.
Avon, what are your names?
I'm Chuck. I'm Aaron.
And what are you excited about most today?
Just getting on the snow.
Yeah.
Season. Yeah.
Did you guys ski yesterday?
No.
Day one again. Day one. I love it. Have a great day, guys. Guys, what's your names?
We're Cole and Grant.
Hi guys, and did you ski yesterday?
No, first day.
Another first day. See, it's Saturday. People tend to work on a Friday, so I get it.
Exactly.
Hey, are you guys excited?
Absolutely, we're ready.
You ready? And you're in shorts.
I got shorts. I read it's going to be 50 today. You don't need anything
Yeah,
else.
it is going to get up there. I mean, it's currently 35, feels like 32, but you know what? It's going to warm up. The blue skies are out, so don't forget your
I feel warm. I got the adrenaline rush.
I love it. You guys have an epic day.
Thank
Lovely
you.
to meet you. So tight. I mean, it's definitely happening and picking up here in Vail Village. I'm so excited to get on the hill. I hope you guys are too. And have a great day.
Thank you very much, Charlie. The earliest start since 1971, an early start to the winter season at Vail, kicked off yesterday, and some folks are on day 2. Those that Charlie just met are on day 1. How about you? Remember to get out there, be safe today. We'll catch you here with us tomorrow. VDL Vail Daily Live. We are Vail Daily Live. We'll catch you tomorrow morning, 7:30. Thank you for joining us.